Hey, welcome to the BeeFy Talks, and stay tuned for podcasts and more.
So hello everyone, and today we have Muntasir here on the BeeFy Talks, and yes, we will have some BeeFy Talks with him as he is a very legendary personality.
अरे जाओ बे, come on.
अबे जो है सो है.
Just a student.
बोलना तो पड़ेगा. So yeah, so starting with, so if I call you Andrew, how would you tell me?
I don't know, why will you call me names? I think I'm fine as Muntasir.
Yeah. But okay, what's your, तुमको क्या दुश्मनी है Andrew को लेकर? You told के I don't apply to all his shit and all कुछ बोल रहे थे. You're like most of these things are not right. You told some things are right.
Well, thing is, his perspective is different than mine, of course.
Okay.
Because his lifestyle was different, mine was different. Does not mean he's wrong, but I think it does not imply on every culture or everyone.
Yeah.
The points he has is so implied on the Western culture more than our culture. If you notice,
it makes sense because our families are more like.
It's completely different, to be honest.
The cultures are different,
yeah.
And he talks mainly for the Western women and Western
yes, because he lived that life more.
Yes.
You'll see, but I haven't heard him say anything about brown culture. He has been to India, I guess. I don't know much about him, to be honest. He has been to India.
Okay.
He has been there.
So that's just one thing, like you don't sign up to him much.
No, but it also depends on the point you talk about. If I can't be like, oh, he's completely wrong. He isn't. I will not say. But he has some things which were really wrong and which was very against it.
Okay, for example, एक दो बात अगर तुम बोलो तो.
I don't remember clearly, but if you talk about it, I think it will be there. It depends, yeah. Because I don't remember that clearly.
I'll tell one thing. He used to talk morely about treat women like just have fun with them at night and then forget them other day. So this is one thing which is extreme, and I think he used to tell this a lot before, but nowadays I don't think that is coming much of him because I heard this podcast of 5 hours, and he's like, actually he doesn't mean use women and throw them. He wants to respect them, but the thing is there are very few women who deserves respect. That's what he is trying to tell, and he wants women to be in a place where they get respected and not treated like hoes. And also it's just not he's talking to women most of the time and he's not bashing them. You know what, he is bashing most of the time to the men, being like, you're fat ass, just go remove some fat, don't be obese, do something in your life, do something which people get attracted. वो लड़कियों को गाली देने से ज़्यादा मेरे हिसाब से वो मर्दों को ज़्यादा गाली देता है. But people
just गाली नहीं, I'll say criticizes people to do better.
To do better, yeah. That's what I'm telling.
But as much as I know, it does not work on everyone.
Why?
Some people, okay, you have to understand, everyone does not work well under pressure.
Exactly.
So also thing you said, okay, he says use women, and I think he does not. I don't know, okay, but वो जो बोला था, okay, that is wrong. You can't use women. But if that is what a person is providing you with, and that's all they can give you, and you're okay with it, then that's okay. Don't use it and then be like just their shit. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I get so I think that wasn't right to me. It's not my opinion. Also, as I said, criticism. He criticizes men to do it. Okay, I agree. There is a lot of people. They're very lazy. Commonly, they're very lazy. You want me to put the? Oh, let me make this. So basically, there's he says a lot of men are obese. This, that, they're fit. They're not fit. They're not motivated. To be honest, you can't talk about someone to be like. Talk about someone like that or criticize them until you know their situations. Exactly. You have no idea what the person is going through. Okay, probably he can talk about himself or his friend, that is fair. But how do you know if what I'm going through or you're going through? Okay, it can be really bad. Mentally, I might be sick. Okay, leave that also. Physically, I might be sick. I might have thyroid issues and I can't lose weight. Okay, and I'm not able to move. Okay, I don't have the financial support. Yeah, even fix it or heal myself or anything. That time, what should I do? So the thing is, when he speaks like that, even the people who have no option or choice, they get more triggered because they're like, what do? I have nothing to do.
Exactly.
Okay, I can't help myself, and they feel criticized and they even feel low about themselves, which is not the best thing to feel. Okay, it's really bad. Now if I tell you, why are you so fat, why are you not skinny, okay, you said about your eyes, right? Do you mind?
Yeah.
Do you mind if I talk about?
No.
You said, I'm like, so what, just drive, you're just giving excuse. I can say you that, but common sense, you can't fix it.
See, I get you, but I think what he's trying to tell is he's trying to talk to general people and he's not trying to talk to everyone or everyone with exceptions. And everyone understands his exceptions, right? So he's not telling to everyone. He's not telling to every single person, but he's talking about general people. If you have the capacity to build your body, do something good about yourself, please do it. He's trying to tell that. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's true. That's what I'm saying. Everyone. That's also my point. Everyone. Because everyone does not see it the way he does. You know, that's what people are triggered. I'm not defending, I'm not supporting. I'm saying, you know, it varies from person to person.
Yeah, you are a kind of person who doesn't...
दोनों side देखो ना यार.
Yeah, you are right के हर बार एक ही side नहीं होता.
And it also might be right in the sport. You might be right in your sport, so you can't defer it. That's why.
Okay, but talking about if you don't mind
chill,
telling, like
anything, no judgment.
So you know what's coming. I'm like generally asking like what
talk.
Do you
it's
do?
fine. I'm fun. You know it.
Yeah, I know. So what you're doing in Georgia nowadays?
Nowadays nothing. I'm studying on engineering right now. I just got over with my first year. Inshallah, I'll be starting my second year very soon.
So you're like it's with your degrees now. So second year. कितने साल की degree?
It's a 4-year. It's a bachelor, so it's 4 years as usual.
4 years as well. But what do you do aside doing degree? Do you have side income? Do you earn something or what?
Well,
not exposing everything, but
no. At moment, honestly, I'm kind of trying. I did before. I somewhat did before.
Okay,
I did before. It wasn't the greatest, but good enough.
Okay. But I want to ask, yaar, you know, हम कहाँ से आए and how we studied, like from MES.
Yeah,
like
together.
What middle class families and all. What would you tell कि हमारी age के जो अभी college जा रहे हैं for now, like what should they do about the side income, or do they need to hustle, and can they hustle? That's my question.
Well, yes, they can, but also
because you did?
No, because I will not say that. Okay, so mine, I'll just say
it was
on.
different.
Yes.
So your dad has a business, right?
Yes.
So it got a bit supported from there, or it was like completely independent?
My dad still doesn't know I did it. Still doesn't know it.
He's not gonna watch this podcast.
Oh, he's not gonna entertain it. Oh, I know it for sure. For sure.
Then why did you do it? Why did you have the side income then?
To be honest, I had different plans for my life. I still do.
Is it 5 digits or 6 digits?
Maybe there. I don't know. I don't check. Wallah, I don't check. Okay. It was there. But I just don't touch it. I don't touch it.
Generally talking. So how would you want people should start investing and they should do business? सीधी बात है यार. पैसे का दिक्कत होता है. You know, people want to go out. पेट्रोल के लिए पैसे चाहिए. They need snacks and this and that. दोस्तों के साथ घूमना है.
Pocket money, हाँ.
Pocket money सीधी बात. And parents are not in a place to give you all the time. And of course, it makes sense.
You will feel bad, yeah.
Already you are an expat living in Qatar, so your parents need to save money as well. That makes sense. So what would you tell के लोगों को side business करना चाहिए? This and that. What do you tell?
See, to be honest, if you have a chance, if you see a path, do try it. I think as long as money is coming, it's always good. It's nothing bad. But it's bad when you don't have a good control of it.
Correct.
I did not have a good control. I feel like I needed more and more. But I think it's more about that phase you be in. At some point, you'll be like, क्या ही हो जाएगा? It will not make much difference. You know, you will get materialistic stuff, and that's gonna satisfy you. But at some point, I think people will be like, I don't enjoy it anymore because उसमें तुझे सुकून नहीं मिलेगा.
So you're like पैसा तो आ जाएगा, but सुकून नहीं आएगा. Even if I'm
there's a good
out
balance.
With friends,
yeah.
Even if I'm hanging out with friends, but I'm not having my time.
I know. I had few friends who are very rich. Okay, I know, and I've noticed this. You will know. You will know. Yeah,
I know.
Yeah. I cut off everyone. I somewhat cut off a lot of people, to be honest.
And why did you cut off?
I'll tell you one thing. I've realized, because when I was like in 11th, मुझे लगा दोस्त बनाना दोस्त है.
Exactly.
कुछ भी कर लो.
वो होता है ना यार.
दोस्त.
Degree है, like we don't do anything.
But as you know, when Tbilisi, I've lived myself. I've seen दोस्ती actually क्या होता है.
अच्छा.
Okay, and I've even there's depth to it, and I prefer that. मुझे इतना दिखने वाला दोस्त नहीं चाहिए. If I feel like you're not close, I'll just say you're not my friend. I know you enough. I know you as a classmate. I'll say you that. मैं ये नहीं बोलूँगा कि हाँ तू मेरा जिगरी दोस्त है वो. I will not do that. You saw it. सामने तो देखा था. I don't. Even if क्या बोलते हैं? Even if I feel you're not a good friend, okay, I will not be like, oh what, you're not a good friend. I'll just try. Like मुझे ये अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है. I try to do that.
I'll just like not make distance, but I will not.
I'll not push into it. I'll not push into it. Also, the thing is, more than I don't want a good friend. I love being a good friend. I don't want a good friend. because
Oh, bro,
I love listening to people. Also because listening to people is one of my favorite things. I swear, the amount of things I've heard about from people.
The thing is, we can relate to it, and
oh, it's so good, yeah. You don't remember in business class we used to sit, business is like, where is your book? We don't have the book. You remember? And we were fun. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
Same. So I love listening.
But okay, then let me ask you this question. Okay, why do people don't have this nowadays to be a good friend instead of having good friends? And especially I've seen in this in girls, I'll tell you. And I hope you don't talk to much people nowadays.
No.
Not even girls, not even boys.
Well, I don't do female friends actually. So
you don't do female friends. Okay, let me
classmates
ask you
hai
this controversial take. So you're like, hoti thi baat. So there was a contact and then I left.
Yeah, I cut everyone. Yes.
Same here. I'll tell you that.
That's
but kabhi kabhi in uni, if I have conversation, I
like come on. I think मेरे को ये realize okay if I'm talking to a girl, I completely know there is something gonna go somewhere unless I just see like you know as a purpose like you're my classmate. Of course I'll see you. I have to talk to you. That way it's as a classmate.
Bro, the problem is we can't end it today in 1 hour. The way it's going.
Khalas, it's okay. We'll continue.
So you're like. Yeah, the thing is, I met you 6 months ago. We met in Ramadan.
Yes.
You were not like this before. Are you sure? We met in Ramadan and you were not giving this exact same answers. You were like, they can be friends without any any something else going on. But what changed and what do you think is like?
No, wait. I never said that. Even last time I said, I remember this. I did not say that.
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't. I said was.
Okay.
I think I didn't say that. I said was. People think it's okay.
But it's not.
If they think so, because I know a person and that person was like, you know, it's fine, I have a friend, but we're cool, we don't see things like that, okay, which is good. I don't say, I will not be like, oh, that's not at all right or anything like that. I think it's personal choice, but in my assumption, I think it's completely not fine. Because even if it's not about how you see the other person, in then you will have attachment, which people misguide into having feelings, and then you think you say, yes. That my point is, you know, it's not right to have.
I'll tell you one thing. It's either of two things. If you have just a friend, I'm telling you, it's never just a friend. Either he's simply time pass or time waste. He's wasting your time, and it's just like you guys are just simply doing bakwas. At least you could have spent that time with your siblings, friends, proper real friends or something, and you're just simply chatting and wasting your time. Other thing is, if a person is really genuine and he's really caring, he can't stop at just being friends. He really wants to make your life. He wants to be your husband and take care of yourself. He wants for the rest of his life.
Even if he doesn't, so there is an intention behind. That's what my point. Also, I was saying, you know, people will be like, you know, what we are friends, but you ask them what is their label of friends. You know, everyone has a very different term of label of friends. You will see, even you said that about. I've seen a lot of people, you know, jigri dost, best friends. Yeah. Okay, I've seen that, but
by time it changes.
Not even just changes. It just. I've seen, you know, जिगरी दोस्त का जो label होता है ना वो दिया होता है लेकिन they don't have the depth of friendship. They don't talk about a lot of stuff. Now if I can't come and run to you about my shit, like, oh shit man, I had a very bad day, this happened. How are you in my jigri dost? Even I have to filter my things. Oh shit, I'll not say him this because he'll get triggered by this. Okay, but I'll say him this because he enjoys this. You but think I'll that's friendship?
Should I tell you this? I even thought of this. Do you think there are limits, and I think it never goes like I can tell him 100%, I can tell anyone 100%.
No, of course, no, you can't. No, you never can.
You can never tell 100%, right?
Never, you
but
can't.
Then you just told if you have a jigri friend, you'll tell him everything.
Yeah.
Everything means like I guess you are free to tell what you are feeling without feeling being
judged. Okay. Yes, that also when I say that I mean is, you know, there is a, how do I explain that word? It's more of that boundary is more thinner than when you have it. Like some of things, because okay, for example, I'll give it to you. I'll not tell you a lot of things about my life right now. I'll tell you always it's all good. Because why? I don't see we're in that level of friendship yet, you know?
I get
but does not mean, oh, that you will judge me. It's not even about that. I think we are not in that level of friendship. And it is also not necessary that you, unless you're close with that person, you have to say everything.
You need to have limits in your life. You are
boundaries, yes.
If you really invest your what do you call it emotions into a person and then you are telling to them you have really spent time with them, it makes sense. But abhi kisi se mile ho and you feel he is really good, of course you're not going to open up everything to them. In a way that's right.
Yeah, you never know who's going.
It's not about you never know. It's just ke I'll tell you one thing. Chota bachcha hai, you bought him chocolates, theek hai, are you going to give him the whole packet? it's good to give him the whole packet, and you bought it for him. But it's better you give him one chocolate bar at a day rather than giving him the packet.
Because that is not normal. Yes.
It makes sense.
Yes.
It's not normal. That's true. And then if you take it, ये उसमें भी जाता है when you are in relationship, you are thinking of going into a relationship, and then you have feelings for someone, and that day you really had a like मेरे को आज जाके बता देना है, propose कर देना, and this and that. But then you go and you're like, जब तुम propose कर देते हो and this and that, you feel like नहीं इतना नहीं बता देना चाहिए था.
Because you'll regret it. Of course you'll regret it. I think it also depends on this part you said about proposing. I think it also depends on the energy you're getting from the other side.
Exactly.
Okay, now if I be like, if I be the one always saying, Abdurrahman, let's go hang out, let's do this, let's do that, and I don't see an equal energy from you, I think the best thing I do is wait till you give that energy, or I drop the matter there. Okay, but if I be like, I don't care about it, I'm just gonna say it for the sake of mine, like
exactly,
I feel good, say it, but then don't sit in expectation that she should have said yes. No, that's her choice. Don't even hate. I think these people I've seen or noticed, I'll tell you this very interesting part. Whenever relationship in this teenager thing, बहुत मजा आएगा इसमें. You will notice how they'll be like, I said I love you, you didn't care enough. Especially the guys does this. They'll be like, I loved you enough, but you didn't do this for me, and they start criticizing the girl. Have you heard stories like that?
Exactly.
मैं सोचता हूँ like, in one sentence you said you love her, but in the second you expect things from her. How do you expect things from a person you love? Yeah, you'll be happy to give it, na? Why do you even expect?
See, that shows कि वो मोहब्बत थी, and then it was just for lust maybe at times.
That was attraction, in my opinion.
Attraction.
Yeah, because you're expecting something out of it, like क्यों नहीं दे रहे? मैं तो दे रहा था. I think, but you say when you do something for your parents, be like नहीं मुझे भी चाहिए. Do you ever go like that? No, because I think that's love. I didn't believe in teenager things. I don't, but I've seen love from my mom's side, so that's why I believe in it. Because I've seen how my mom loves us, parents basically.
Children.
Yes. Do you think anyone can beat that?
No.
Yeah, but gives me an idea of the love.
Honestly, I tell you one thing. ये parents की मोहब्बत ना you can never experience it until two things. Unless you become a parent yourself. Second thing, and then once you're really old, not really old, once your parents are not there, that's when you feel the love of parents.
True, that's true.
That's really painful at times, because sometimes you don't understand this until it's gone. That's one thing. And another thing is, ये parents की तरफ से थोड़ी बहुत गलती उनकी तरफ से भी होती है कि they don't have a proper relationship with their children initially, and they हर बार ये ताना मारते हैं उसकी जगह कि जब हम नहीं रहेंगे then you will regret it.
Yeah,
so I think
wrong approach.
Yeah, that's a very wrong approach. Instead of making them realize and showing your empathy directly, you're like हम मरेंगे ना तू देख. That's a very wrong approach as well.
Because I think that's how they were treated when they were young. That's why that trauma they bring it on us.
Correct.
So that's.
So you're like, as a responsible teenager, you should understand and try to be.
See, I will not expect everyone to understand, because everyone does not have the same guidance.
Correct.
Okay, I have a sister. I have an amazing elder sister. She guides me with this stuff. Sometimes I get lost. She was the one to. I have a very good gap with my parents, to be honest. I did have, because I was a middle child, so I had that issues. I was always conflict one. But my elder sister, she was the one. She was the between.
I'll tell you one thing. This middle child and this and that is scam. It depends on person to person. I'm telling you, because my middle children are more closer to my parents than the.
I'll tell
elder
you.
Ones.
Because they don't. Middle child, as in I'll tell you how I am. I've noticed. It's okay. Maybe it's not as deep as you're thinking, but. It's thing they use. Majority of the cases are like that. I've noticed. I've spoken to people, so I've noticed. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong. The thing is, where there are 3 or 4 people, you can call middle, eldest, and the youngest. Yeah. But in my house, we are 8.
Yeah. So that's.
So there is nothing called middle.
But you're stuck somewhere else. Yeah. Exactly. It's a whole different scenario. I get you.
It's a different scenario, and there's hierarchy.
You have to become eldest. Like you have to be responsible before even you process the fact you have to be responsible, because you're eldest between of how many? 8.
Correct.
Sorry, 7. You're eldest of 7.
Eldest of 7.
So you have to be responsible before you even realize it. So it's very hard for you. But for the middle child,
I'm telling you for now. Yeah. Look, let me put this for people who know me. I have 8 people and 8 siblings. 8 siblings, and 7 siblings, and do I regret it? Wallah, I'm telling you, no. For now, no. The thing is, of course, my dad's there, he's taking care. My mom's there, they're taking care. That's one thing. And as a person, of course, if I started a YouTube channel that shows that I'm a person of influence. I like doing influence in a positive manner. and also I love leading people, and when they are my own siblings, it's really good.
Yeah.
So I'm enjoying it for now.
The chance to guide them to good is a very good feeling.
And I have a lot of, this is one thing, and I have a lot of, what do you call it, things to do in my life. Many people are just bored in their life. I'm like, why are you bored? And then I realize they just have no siblings. If they have a sibling, there is someone very elder or younger. But in my house, no one has time to be bored of. They will be either talking to someone, playing with someone, watching something with someone. It's just fun all the time, and it's busy.
Yeah.
It's never
something is going on for so long.
Exactly, it's everything. Something is going on. Of course, I take time out for myself. I go to a room and relax if I need to, or if I need to focus. But it really feels good to have people to work with,
and the close bonding because of how close the age gap is.
Our bonding, correct. Bonding comes by time. Initially, it's just
you need to talk.
And then once they grow up,
they'll be hit to, oh, now we are grown up, now we need to talk to brother.
And we don't need to go out and talk to anyone, you know. We don't need friends. I have my siblings, my sisters and my brothers. This is gonna be too much for people, I know. I shouldn't be talking this good. It's not about talking this good, but
Alhamdulillah, mashallah.
Alhamdulillah, yeah, that's the thing I should mention. I don't need anyone. I just talk to my sisters for 3-4 hours anytime. Just chill, relax.
That's it. That's what I'm saying, you know. I think this is what I was trying to explain.
Yeah, I go to park, I just take my 4 brothers. I'm like, yeah, ball take, tu fielding kar, main batting kar.
Set. You enjoy
it's
it.
So fun. And many people, okay, now this is one thing. You just told you don't like families with many kids, but the thing is, you need, because you know Patrick Bet-David, right? The guy the guy who did the interview with Andrew Tate for 5 hours, PBD.
I don't know the name. If I see the picture, I remember.
Wozo. Okay.
He's old, kind of old.
Yeah, Valuetainment.
Yes. Okay.
So that guy.
Yeah.
So he's like, you need to have more kids. He has 3 kids or 4. He's like, if my wife could support or her health could support, he would have nearly 20 kids. And it's same with Andrew Tate as well. He's like, I can't wait for women to give birth in 9 months. I want एक के बाद एक
रोबो प्रोडक्शन कर लो.
So he's like, मेरे को 4 शादी करना is not wrong for me. क्या polygamy. The idea here is the more the merrier. People talk about, you know, it's getting too beefy, you know. People talk about there is overpopulation in this world, but honestly, if you check the stats and if you really check through things, it's not overpopulation. You know, the resources are not well distributed. You know, Qatar, there are 3 million people.
Yeah.
2.5 to 7 million live in Doha, around Doha.
Yes.
And you know how much area is just left.
Yeah, it's very lean. Yeah.
And it's same with the whole world. Even in India, many places, it's just there's a lot of place and land. It's just the government doesn't invest properly and make it bigger, and they call it, oh yeah, overpopulation ho raha hai, log bhar ja rahe, this is happening.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And you know, even the food produced in this whole world is 3 times more, and it is wasted a lot through the year. There is a lot of food being produced for the whole population of this world, and more to come. But the thing is, this is propagated that the world is overpopulation and this and that. It's not true. So the other thing is, like, if you have many kids, of course you need to be a good father to manage them, a good housekeeper to manage them. That's one thing. If you just have 10 kids and no one listens to you and they do the whole bullshit, it makes sense that you'll be like regretting having children. But it's more the merrier.
I have a point to add.
Yeah, please.
So the fact you said about having the more kids, the merrier it is. Okay, I agree. The more children, the lot better it is. But it's that, do you have financial support? Can you give the parental support?
Exactly.
What about how will you take care of all of them?
Oh yeah, I'll tell you one thing. Yeah.
Go on, yeah.
So it's talking about taking care. You know, I forgot this guy's name. किसने थप्पड़ खाया था विल स्मिथ से ऑस्कर पे?
Yeah, wait, I forget his name. पता चलिए
सबको. वो बंदा he told के it's many people be like, यार ये इसकी बात क्यों कर रहा है? Will not take his whatever. But he had a point. The point was के it's never that you raise all the children. It's just you raise the first and the second one, and the rest of them are raised by them as the elder siblings. Don't you think it's happening in your house as well? You are the eldest one. They raised you and they raised your sister. But now
we both are taking care of that.
You, and now you are helping most of with your younger sibling. So are parents 100% looking after them? No, they are not. But they were 100% looking after your
The pressure
eldest.
of them is shared to me and my sister. Yes,
exactly,
I know what you mean.
The work gets distributed and
Yes.
he's like पहले और दूसरा child को संभालना पड़ेगा. But after that, the things get automated. You don't have to look after every child.
But that's what I'm saying. If when you have a lot of kids, okay, I get your point. The first and second up to the third, just say it. Okay, maybe you have 8 kids, for example. First 3 you will probably take care of them well. You know, they'll grow, they'll be okay. Okay, but what of the other kids? You'll be like, you know what? My children will take care of them. They will be there for them more than they don't. The other children will not need us. Okay, maybe that will be your point. But how can you speak for that child? What if he actually wants his parents more than you? You can't be a parent when you're not. Very honest, you will not see the things the same way as the parent will.
I get you.
You know?
The thing is, what do you mean? It's like about having time with their parents, right?
Not just that. You can't. Okay, if you're not a parent, then you can't be 100%. You can't raise them that way. You know, I believe in it. I think you have to be a parent to see things in a way the child's best. You know, but you have to be the best decision taker for them. Of course, mistakes happen, but for parents, they're different. They see us, they feel different for us. I'll say, like, I don't believe in that, you know, it's my responsibility or my sister's responsibility to take care of my child. That's the choice we make. We're like, you know, we want to take care of it. And of course, we have responsibility. It's our sibling. But we'll take care of them as our sibling, not as our child. You know, even if we be like, you know, he's like my bacha, he's my son, because I saw him that old, you know, I saw him this was this much, that's it. I saw him from then, yeah. But still, you will still be a sibling to him. Of course, he'll look up to you. He will expect financial support from you, yeah. But don't you realize if you are a father or a mother, okay, it's your responsibility to actually take care of every single kid.
100% you will be taking care of them and
You
you
have
will be
to.
guiding them.
Yes.
You have to, exactly.
Yes.
As a father, as a person of the house,
Yes.
the man of the house, you need to lead as well as show everything to your son, daughter, all the children. Correct. I believe in that as well. But what I'm trying to tell is that things get a bit automated. It's not that hard to have children. That's what
It
I'm
is
saying.
not. But
It's
also you have to
not.
understand the support. It's very
Support
strong.
is definitely needed, and yeah, the parental time with the child
Yeah.
is also important.
Like,
That's there.
I'll be very honest to you. Every child is not the same. Now, one will be like, you know, I'm okay with this small packet of chocolate. Some will be like, you know, why he got that? I want bigger one. Okay, now another one will want big one. The other one will be like, I also want big one. So same thing. It's fine.
Okay, tell me one thing. Have you seen this, that many people who are single children or something, I mean, जिसके पास ज़्यादा sibling नहीं है,
I know. Yeah, I know few.
they are very like ये मेरी चीज़ है and it's me, mine, and most of the time. And people who have more siblings are really open-hearted. They just give you like anything. They don't care. Did you notice this? I kind of noticed this, but I don't have enough data.
I've spoken to a few people whom I know they have like they don't have siblings.
But they're still open-hearted a lot.
No, I don't know that personally, because I know one person. She's a female. I don't talk to her. Of course, I know for very long. She was a family friend.
Okay, ये तुम रखो, and even the audience, you can keep it and think about this. So you're gonna add something?
Well, no. I think I
Forget
don't
it.
know.
Okay.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, let's get to some more beefy stuff, which
Let's
is marriage wala part.
अरे okay.
I still remember we used to have a lot of debates about this. Not this. Discussions, last bench discussions, of course, they were good times, bro. And that's what we are like continuing pro version of it today. So
Premium,
yes. So bro, you were like, मेरे को नहीं करनी शादी now, यार अभी पैसा बनाना this and that, and just now in the car you are like, कब कर रहा है तू शादी कर ले?
मैं तुझे करने बोला, मैं ना थोड़ी बात कर रहा था. Point तो है, point. मैं सबको ये बोला. I'm not even kidding. I say everyone. तुम लोग फंसो, मैं हूँ, मैं सपोर्ट दूंगा. बाहर से दे रहा हूँ.
मैं तेरे को मैरिज काउंसलिंग दूंगा. हाँ,
क्यों?
काउंसलिंग दूंगा.
क्यों?
मैं ऐसे बोल रहा था.
नहीं, मैं बोल रहा तू कर. मुझे शादी खाने से मतलब है. मुझे खाना शादी करो. तुम लोग शादी, तुम लोग को तो ऐसी भी शौक है अभी करने का. मेरे दोस्तों को सबको शादी करना. मैं तो बोलूँ तुम लड़की पकड़ो करो. Do it, just do it.
क्यों नहीं करनी है? सीधी बात.
I don't think about it now, यार. I really don't. Because to be honest, I just don't
have
want
your
to.
priorities.
Yeah, you know.
What are your priorities right now?
Family. Yeah,
so
finance.
to make them financially independent, support them.
See, we are financially independent. Alhamdulillah.
Correct.
Okay, we
Yes.
are. but because I have younger siblings, I won't take good care of them, because I feel I was neglected. Sometimes I feel I was neglected in many ways, okay, in my family. So I don't want that to happen for my siblings. So it happens, okay. But I want to be there for them, and I really don't wish to get married. I don't. It's not a preference for me. I think I'm okay. I don't want to get married.
Yeah,
but also, you know, they say
different thing. मैं जब psychologist बन जाऊँ एक दिन इंशाल्लाह जब
I'll count you free. But it's not like मेरे को हराम मुझे नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. But I because you know I'm not around people who will be like, you know, you should get married. Or
अच्छा.
Not
That's one thing.
People around me wants to get married. That's what मुझे नहीं करना. I'm just kidding. Wallah. I just saying. My point is, I completely don't prioritize right now. Like a lot of you will be like, okay, we have these urges, we have these choices, we have desires, that's why we want to get married, and it's good. To me, I don't see. मुझे वो सब ज़रूरत ही नहीं है, मैं क्यों करूँ? You know? Because responsibilities. Because शादी is not like दो लोगों का है, दो family का यार. तुम बोलो कि शादी करिए, like मेरे पास बीवी तो है, like you have to also be balanced out with the other family, and it's very complicated if it's like family is a bit messy, you know what I mean?
I get you.
Yes.
I mean, already if things are not right, so you're like, let me make things right at my part.
Yeah, and then I'll think about it, but not at all now.
ठीक है, मतलब you're like सीधी बात है यार, ये podcast देखने के बाद मुंतज़िर को कोई रिश्ता ना भेजे, is not ready for it. I get you. ठीक है, fine.
नहीं आएगा, जो बात ही नहीं करता कहाँ से आएगा?
Okay, it's fine.
No.
So, ठीक है, I get that point. But ठीक है, before we wrap up, I want to ask you, what do you think आजकल हमारे दोस्तों में and हमारी age group में and youth of today, what things do they lack and you want कि ये चीज़ होती तो अच्छा होता है, you think you really advocate to it?
Lack. I don't see that way.
So you don't care much.
See,
in a way,
it's not my business to see what lacks. I love whoever is, however they are. Okay. But yeah, some of them are not motivated to get educated. They're like, yaar, kya hi fark pacha. Even I was like that. You know. So now I try. I'm not the best student. I try because I think at some point you will understand it's important. Okay, you'll be like, you know, generally if you think, you'll be like, you know, kya is it? मैं business कर लूँगा, काम कर लूँगा, पैसे तो आ जाएंगे, settle हो जाऊँगा. Some of them are okay with it. Some are okay with very corporate life, like limited amount of expenses, 9 to 5. Makes sense. Some are okay, but then I also think, you know, if by chance anything happens to my family and I need a large amount of money, that time what will I do? So I think that, and for that they'll be like, you know, for that you can do business, you don't need education. But I think education is a very good, my dad says it, education like degree is a very good backbone to your life.
I get
you know
the thing is, nowadays we are starting a new podcast now. The thing is, with the education part, it's more of degree and less of the knowledge.
Yes,
that is another problem, which is, you know, a different discussion.
That knowledge,
you're like, degree rakho apne paas, which will help you a lot to knowledge wise
run in this world.
Yes. Okay, so it's a currency to get jobs.
I'm saying, okay,
you're right.
You can't go around finding every single person on the earth, right?
It's
you
like
can't
have a proper backup and have a good back.
क्या ही जा रहा है, parents तो support ही कर रहे हैं. You just need to do it. Okay.
So it's like दूसरों की अपनी हिमाकत है जो पढ़ाई छोड़ के ये करना चाहते हैं जिस अंदर.
No, if you can do it,
if you have the skill to do it, okay, go for it.
But I'll just say, no, don't try to leave your education for doing that. I'll try to keep it beside. I've seen now a lot of YouTubers I've seen. There's also this Bengali guy. He's studying, but he's also a good YouTuber. I'm saying, you know, because our Bengali parents, they're like very strict with it. Like, you have to study.
Correct.
You know, I've seen very rare amount of percentage
you know, my parents are strict with studying and this and that, and they don't care much of the extracurricular stuff. You know why? Because in their time, padai was the main thing. If you had degree, you had life.
Yes.
Nowadays it's different. You are
even now it
YouTube,
is. I'll tell you.
And a lot of things you can do to earn money, and there are Bitcoin and a lot of shit came.
Yeah.
So you can earn. But at that time, it was just study good, get a job. So those parents come from that ideology, and a lot of
so much about respect. Also, now you said, you know, education is not that important. In Qatar, my dad said me this one because he does business and he gets this one visas. You know, visa. For getting a family visa here, you need to be at least, I think, have a diploma.
Correct.
Okay, I don't know for who all it applies. But
so like education also
it does matter. Right now it doesn't. But okay, tell me this: if you are educated enough, okay, why will people consider? Now, if I tell you a guy, okay, this I'll say you from a very real life experience. Okay, a guy who has experience, good experience, engineering experience, okay, say okay for 10 years experience he has, okay, and a person who has a degree but has 3-4 years experience, okay, who, if you go to a government office and apply for the same loan, who will they depend, like who will they prefer more? Just think about it very generally, you know. One is very raw,
so they're like degree is like it filters you out easily.
It helps, yeah. I'm not saying, you know, in my opinion, this is how it works in real life, to be honest. It is something like that. I've noticed a lot, okay, because in the business society, like both section mein, you need to be good educated to have a better priority over everyone. In most of the places you do need it.
Like this also happens कि अगर तुम्हारे पास degree नहीं है, so people just like.
You think about it. Even if you go for a marriage, first thing the girl's parents like, कहाँ तक पढ़े हो? आगे बताओ.
Exactly.
You know, even if you be like, you know, it doesn't matter, to everyone it does matter.
It does matter.
You know,
anyways.
so I'm saying, if you don't.
So does this happen in business? I got your point, but does this happen in business also most of the time? कि यार तू bachelor करा हुआ ठीक है, side hut. Does it happen? या तू खाली 10th pass है तो side hut ज़्यादा मत बोल.
हाँ. But it also varies because, as I said,
it depends on
how many
you're
years
really
experience.
skillful, then you're like.
If you have good connections, everything else, that's fine. But it does matter in a lot of places. It does. Trust me. You know, that's why one of the reasons why our parents are so desperate to get us educated. They like die to do whatever to just
to
educate you.
pass it.
Yeah. So like, please get educated, because you won't understand. We won't understand because we don't see it. Our parents go through it. The criticism.
Yes.
You know. Imagine staying in such good country and then being uneducated. They're like, what did you lack? You know. And because having education is a license to
A lot of stuff.
Yes, around the whole world. You know. So you kind of, it's important no matter what we say.
That's a very deep and different perspective. It's very common, but the thing is we never think, because in nowadays it's like it's propagated in a different way. So yeah, let's end today with this serious thing, and तुम लोग को जो भी पूछना है मुंतज़िर के साथ next time if you want a good other episode क्या क्या पूछना चाहिए, just leave it down in the comments and let's see you next time इंशाल्लाह.
रट्टा मार के आऊँगा next time. मज़ाक है.
चलो bro.
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Sound. Take care.